Hey guys, Rocket Blade here, once again. What's up everybody? Welcome to another episode of the RTB Podcast. What's up guys? So, I won't be doing videos for a while because I am going on vacation. If you're wondering where I'm going to New Orleans for WrestleMania 34. That's right. The grandest stage of them all, the showcase of the Immortals. I am going. And guess who else is going? Little Karibo. I really hope I can meet the dude because he's amazing at what he does. So, I bet you're wondering, well, will there be any content coming out that you're going on vacation? Don't worry, Koopa's also going on vacation pretty soon himself, so he'll be pumping out content while I'm gone. So don't worry. Just be patient, it's coming out really, really soon. So with that being said, let's jump right to these stories, shall we? I have 3 stories to talk about today, so let's jump right to it. The first one is about ultimately why why Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite ultimately failed. If you want the simple version, it's 2 things. The way it looked and the lack of a roster. Especially when you compare it to Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 and Marvel vs. Capcom 2 New Age of Heroes. Doesn't hold a candle to it. It's better than the original, but that's not really saying much now, is it? I mean, it's like the Mass Effect Andromeda of fighting games. It's a good fighter, like how Mass Effect Andromeda is a good game, but it's a lot of things from the big companies, like, aka Capcom, or, with Mass Effect Andromeda, EA, it's a lot of the decisions that really held it back from being great. And this is their big franchise, and they're like, whatever about it. And ultimately, they can't be surprised why it failed. Because one, here's another factor that I forgot to mention. A third one, if you can add, if you will. There was different fighting games that were coming out, so people have different options. For example, there was Injustice 2, Tekken 7, BBC Fighters. There was people had different options to go to. And especially considering that your roster is weaker than your last 2 previous games, doesn't help you at all. Considering the fact that their rosters are only getting better, not only look, but about better roster and content. It's sad, really. And to further prove my point that it failed, they held their own little fighting game tournament. And you can look online, I'm not kidding, hardly anybody showed up. It was just like dead. Like it looked like a funeral kind of, and that's sad. That's really, really sad. I hope it's not the end of the franchise. I love it to death. I grew up with it. It's one of the franchises I grew up with besides, Super Smash Brothers, Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, and Tekken. I love Super Smash Bros. But I love Marvel vs. Capcom series. But if you're gonna do half-ass work like this, what do you expect? And Capcom, you can do it. You've done it before. Look what you did with Resident Evil 7. Now it's back in a good light in terms of like being a great franchise again, because you went back to what made it special. It's horror. Not trying to make it all like Call of Duty like 5 and 6 was, or more actiony. You got to stick to what made it best, the horror. Hold on. Excuse me. And that's what made it special, and that's why it did as well as it did. You know what I'm saying? You should have delayed the game, like trying to get those characters back, because here's the thing. With Capcom, it's a lot of rehashing / characters that nobody really wanted. Spencer, did anyone want him to come back? When's the last Bionic Commando game, honestly? You know what I'm saying? Why isn't Guy and Cody in the game? They haven't been in the Marvel vs. Capcom franchise yet. Why don't we put them in there? And of course with Marvel, especially with Marvel, oh my god, they took out the X-Men. There was no Wolverine, no X-23, no Magneto, no Storm, no Sentinel. Hell, they even took out Deadpool. Why? His movie's coming out really, really soon. Why would you do that? I mean, granted, you have Black Panther, that's great, but it would have been better if you had Black Panther plus all those characters I've mentioned. If you couldn't add any more, fine. Keep what you had. You know what I'm saying? People would have forgiven it, but if you would have had a great roster, they would have forgiven it despite the graphics. If you had a great roster to back it up, that's all people would have cared about. But because of that, because of your lackadaisical whatever approach to it, it's ultimately why it failed. Capcom, and you can do better, and you know you can do better. So I'm very, very, very disappointed in you guys. I mean, come on, man. I mean, look what you did with Resident Evil 7, man. Why can you do that to Marvel vs. Capcom series? If you ever do a sequel, either you go hard or go home. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And I know you out there watching me agree. Alright, guys. The next story we're talking about, and everyone's talking about this, and it's really sad that I even have to talk about this, is the hashtag change the channel. Now, I bet you're wondering, in case you're living on the rock, what is that? I'll break it down for you. Apparently, former people that used to work at Channel Awesome were sharing their grievances and stories while they worked there. And all I gotta say is, man, the fact that they didn't get sued is a miracle, honestly. Because, let me give you an example. During like their anniversary special, normally when on film sets, based on what I've seen from behind the scenes, there's normally like a place to sit at with food and water, the basics. There was none of that. Like, they were sitting in a weird kind of like dungeon area. There was no food, not even like bottled water at least. There was none of that. There was none. And people want to have lines done a certain way, and Doug's like, do it twice, do it your way and do it my way, and he used to take that he wanted. So at the point that it became a joke. People got mistreated on the channel to the point a lot of people left. Like Linkara, I was shocked that he left. He's known for doing comic reviews. He's gone. He recently left, I think mid-March, I believe. Mid to late March. He's gone. It's just like, oh my god. And the Nostalgia Chick also left, and she's saying how they wanted her to do a rape scene, even though they toned it down a bit, but still she felt very uncomfortable. Plus she wore a costume that she didn't want to wear. And they just made her do it. It was just crazy. It was just crazy how all the stories, plus the Mike, the CEO of the Nostalgia Critic, which is kind of weird because he owns the rights to the character, which I thought Doug and Rob did, but apparently they don't. He's like a douchebag to work with. He just, instead of giving like constructive criticism, he just insults you like your soundtrack is dumb, that's stupid, that girl is boring. Take her out. Oh, by the way, he's known to being very sexist, especially, for sexist against women. That's not good at all. It's just, oh my god, it's just, I'm saying one guy in particular wanted to make a tribute video to Juwario. He was a best friend of his. He's like, nah, let Doug do it because no one's gonna care about you. It's just like, really? I'm not kidding. It's an actual conversation that happened. It shocked me, and it's either Rob and Doug knew about it and they didn't do nothing about it to stop it, or they didn't know about it, or they just didn't care. And it seems like a lot. It said that they didn't know, but they just didn't care. They were like, in fact, they added to the problem. You know what I'm saying? They were like, they think they're like all that in the bag of chips. They run like to a click. Apparently, according to Pat the NES Punk, shout out to his channel, by the way. He wanted to join Channel Awesome back in 2009. That's what had his big boom. And aka that guy with the glasses before they changed to Channel Awesome. They denied him. I'm like, what? Pat the NES Punk? That guy's amazing. Why do you not have him on your team? That dude's awesome. But ultimately he would have left anyway because everyone that heard runs like a clique, that's never good in business or in anything for that matter. And Juwario wanted, he was like, the eldest of the group. He was like 40. I didn't know that. He was trying to introduce not Doug, but he was trying to introduce Pat to these people, to introduce some of the members of the guy that had Channel Awesome. I want to say it's Doug and Rob, because it didn't say like it because he wasn't part of the channel. They're like, yeah, whatever. This is me guessing. I'm not sure. I could be right. Could be wrong. I don't know. It's one of those things the guy has Pat himself. But if I had to guess, it was probably the head honchos. I'm pretty sure Juwario wanted show, hey, look, we have Pat the NES Punk. Maybe try to convince Doug and Rob to bring him onto the site because he's a great content creator. But since he wasn't really part of the group, they're like, yeah, whatever. Like, they didn't give a shit. And Pat felt very offended. Like, wow, really? Okay. And even like, and he sent an email. He didn't get one, and he said another one. Rob's like, you're not good enough. Try again. It's like, really, Rob? Like, come on, dude. Like, what are you doing? If this is true, what are you doing? That you to make it sound like, oh, you're better than Pat the NES Punk. Really, dude? Come on. If that's true, come on, dude. Don't do that shit. You know what I'm saying? Be professional about it, because... and Pat has no reason to lie. Honestly. Even then, he's like... has nothing against the channel, but... if this is true... this is heartbreaking. And as a fan... for God knows how long... I've been a fan ever since I watched The Room. I forgot when I watched it. But I remember, like, my friend Koopa was like, hey... if you like the Angry Video Game Nerd, you're gonna love The Nostalgia Critic. And it's like, he has this review called The Room. And you can't see it because it's been removed on YouTube, so you have to see it through different means. And I saw it, and I've been a fan ever since. I mean, they really would really sold me, like, when the girl from the movie wanted to have sex with this guy, and the guy's, which at this point they had sex like several times, and the guy had to confuse, like, what are you doing? And Tug's reaction, excuse me, was amazing. He was like banging his head against the wall, and I just fucking lost it. And like from there I knew this guy's awesome. I'm gonna watch his content. This guy's amazing, and he earned my subscription, man. He was an amazing guy. And now I'm hearing all these terrible things. Like he knew he did all these terrible things along with Rob and Mike. It's just like I said, but just look up, change the channel on YouTube. You find tons of videos talking about this. And apparently this happened before in 2011, but it kind of gets the man to successfully sweep it on the rug. But now it came back in full force and with a vengeance. And it just feels like ever since they got 1 million subs, it's almost like a curse. Like as soon as they got 1 million subs, they finally got that 1 million subs, bam, all this crap started happening. It's just like, man, and I hope it's not true. I really hope it's not true. But if it is, guys, you gotta do better than this, guys. It's not, otherwise you're gonna lose. You're gonna like just go down. And I don't want you guys to go away and be irrelevant, because you guys have Walter, Tamara, and Malcolm, and Jim, great people on that channel, awesome show on the Nostalgia Critic, that do amazing job with the top 5 shows and whatnot. They do such an amazing job, and I hate for them to be affected because of you, Doug, and your brother and Mike, the CEO, actions. You guys gotta do better than this, because if this is true, you better shape up, because if not, you're not gonna survive. I mean, look what happened to Epic Mealtime. They did a lot of like shady and bad things, and now they were once getting like millions and millions in views. Now they barely get a little over 100,000. Now, and in fact, these people have 7 million. Now it went down to 6.9 million. They lost a lot of subscribers. It's insane, and I hate for you to lose all that hard work which you've earned, but I hate for you to lose that because of how you're running the show. You gotta shape up the ship and do better, because if you don't, you will crash and burn. It's happened to other people before, so don't think you're immune to it. You need to shape up the ship now, otherwise you will crash and burn. I'm very, very disappointed. If this is true, I'm very, very disappointed, guys. Come on, Doug. You can do better than this. You are better than this. Change. As old saying goes, evolve or die. It's just that simple. Now, the final part I'm going to talk about today is the shooting that happened in the YouTube headquarters. It was tragic, ultimately. And Okay, so people are victim blaming and blaming YouTube. Oh, that is coming. They didn't deserve that. Okay, guys. I mean, look. YouTube. Let me say this. I understand why she did what she did. She felt personally attacked, even though in some cases YouTube does personally attack people. Look what they did with freaking PewDiePie. But 90% of the time, it's just business. But considering the fact that you put your, like what I do, I put my heart and soul into everything I do. Same thing with the person that, it's the same thing with the lady that also put her heart and soul into her videos. She felt like it was a personal attack. And they were like censoring, they were like age-gating her videos, censoring it. She wasn't making money anymore. And that's why she did what she did, because of the YouTube adpocalypse. And I don't blame the employees. You know who I blame ultimately? Susan, the CEO of YouTube. Because if you just fucking open your goddamn mouth and explain the changes, I bet you my house, this shit would never have happened. Now, should it have happened? Absolutely not. I'm not saying, I'm not trying to blame the employees. In fact, I've been there. I've worked for organizations that make dumb decisions, and the little and the foot soldiers like us have to deal with its crap. Have to deal with the crap because like and make it seem like it's our fault when we're just following orders from the guys upstairs, from the guys that are higher up. You know what I'm saying? You know, they see us and think we're the cause of it when it's not the case. You know what I'm saying? I feel bad for YouTube employees. I know it's not their fault what happened, but I do blame Susan for what happened, because if she just been up front and tell the creators what's happening, I bet you in my house this would have happened. I bet you. Now, just because I understand what she did, should she have done it? Absolutely fucking not. You should never do that, because that ruins your case. She's nothing more than a monster for doing that. I understand why she did it, but was that the right thing to do in terms of the course of action? Hell fuck no. But at the same time, YouTube, like, when you affect lives and just ignore things the way and just be like, oh, whatever, I don't hear you, la 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 la, we're just making money. You're being like Steam. You're just like being whatever because you're getting a whole bunch of money. One day is going to bite you in the ass like it did recently. Should it have happened? Of course not. But when you do that, when you have this lackadaisical attitude about it, what do you expect to happen? You know, some people are not rational people. Some people will take it personal and go to the extremes and do what had just happened. Should it have happened? Of course not. It should never be an option. If I had a chance to talk to her, I would talk her out of it. That's not how you do things. You sit and you talk and you negotiate like a human being, because she's nothing more than a savage animal. No more better than a savage animal. We are human beings, goddammit. We can do better than this. Shooting at a YouTube headquarters is not going to solve anything. But at the same time, YouTube, you put people in a desperate situation. You know, I mean, I know there's an old saying you shouldn't put all your eggs into one basket. But when all these creators are making millions, if not, you can just even argue billions of dollars every year, the decent fucking thing you can do is tell them, hey, we changed this, here's what's going on. And help the little guys out, you know what I'm saying? Because and that's why, again, I'm not agreeing with what she did. I understand it, but I condemn those actions. That's never the answer. But at the same time, I understand why. You know, she felt personal, she felt attacked. But I know I'm repeating myself again, just because I understand it doesn't mean that's the right thing to do. But YouTube, if you have this lackadaisical attitude about this and not change it, trust me when I tell you, this is not the last time this will happen. I hope it never happens again, because the YouTube employees don't deserve it, because it's not their fault. It's the CEO's fault for this happening. But at the same time, you gotta change. You gotta do something. This is a wake up call that you just keep things the way they are and hope and try to do what Channel Awesome do and sweep it under the rug and hopefully people will forget about it. They're not. Now it's with a bigger spotlight on you guys. So you need to change your content not change your content, but just be upfront with your creators and tell them what the hell is going on with your changes. It's not a fucking video game that you buy. When it does updates, it tells you what's going on. It's like, oh, we're just doing updates, and we're not going to tell you what it is. You got to figure it out yourself. They tell you up front, here's what we changed. There's patch notes and everything. I mean, Activision was one of the, with Destiny was one of the few cases that wasn't the case, but most of the time, this is what we changed. Can't you do that for people that's making you money? I mean, come on, YouTube. For real. Susan, this is one of the reasons why I feel, in my opinion, you need to fucking step down. You need to step down. Because you are doing a fucking terrible job of running YouTube. And now I've gotten to this point. And yes, I know this sounds crazy, but I do blame her for running YouTube like this. For pushing this person to the point that it do something extreme. And again, I don't agree with it at all. And I condemn her actions. I'm glad people are okay that no one died and the only person that died was herself, and she's a scumbag for doing it. But at the same time, YouTube, you're not innocent either. You are not innocent for doing this. She was probably making a lot of money, and you cut her off because of your dumb policies, and at least have the decency to tell her what's going on. Fucking YouTube, you make billions of dollars. You can fucking put people to fucking manually watch these videos. You can hire a team. But I know you can say, oh, it's impossible. There's people that give good suggestions, which I've seen, that can make it possible. Don't fucking give me or them excuses. You can do better. You have the money to do it. Fucking do it. Because if you fucking think this is the last time this is going to happen, I hate to say it, it's not. I hope it is. I hope this never happens again. This should never ever be the answer. But some people are irrational. Some people don't think that way. Some people take it as a personal attack, and they want to do as much damage as possible. And in YouTube, I'm sure YouTube's not the only time. And there's people in I'm sure going postal, people just losing their shit because a company fired them or let them go. Like I said, it's wrong. They should have never done it. But at the same time, if you've just been honest with what you do, this will not happen. I blame not the people at the HQ. I blame the CEO, Susan. It's your fucking fault. I don't care what people think. It's the truth. It's your fault for how you run things. See, now it's biting you in the ass. I don't care what people think. That is how I feel about this. Now, should she have gotten shot? Of course not. But at the same time, like I mentioned before, you just don't tell them anything, and people have to find out themselves. And then people lost tons and tons of money to the point that people had to get jobs again just to keep up with, because people trying to put food on the table. They made you lots of money. They put you there because of their blood, sweat, and tears. Give them the common courtesy to, at the very least, to give them the common courtesy for the changes that you've done on the channel, to tell them. That's all they ask, to tell them so they can change by the rules. But you just don't fucking say anything and be like, oh, we're listening, and don't fix stuff. Come on, YouTube. You're not like an up-and-coming Kickstarter company. You're a $1 billion company. You can fucking do better than this. Again, guys, before I go, I'm not condoning the actions. Again, I condemn it to hell. She's a scumbag person for doing this. Again, I understand why she did it. But just because I understand it doesn't mean I agree with it. That's never the answer. We should talk things out as human beings. But at the same time, Susan, you need to wake up. Because if you think this shit is going to stop like it is, it's not. It's only going to get worse from here. Alright, guys. Sorry I got a little bit heated at the end. I just had to get this out my chest. Tell me your thoughts in the comment section below. What do you think about all my topics, especially the last one? Am I right for thinking this way? Am I wrong? How will you approach things? How should YouTube change it to be better? What do you think of the change to channel situation? What's your stat? Are you still subscribed? Are you unsubscribed? Do you agree with my reasons why Marvel's Capcom Infinite failed? Tell me your thoughts in the comment section below. I always read them, and I love to hear your guys' thoughts on this matter. Please, I really want to hear your guys' thoughts on the matter. Alright, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please, as always, please make sure to rate, comment, and subscribe. As always, Rocket Blade, signing out. Hope to see you guys again real soon. Peace out. I'll see you soon, man. And hopefully have a great... And then I need this because after the wedding's dead now, I need a stress reliever. So I'm going to do that at WrestleMania. And of course, I'll do like a review of it after I come back. But until then, have a great day.